If you are an international student planning to begin your education in the USA in fall of 2025, chances are you have come across some recent headlines that sparked concern, like the US government suddenly revoking visas of hundreds of international students and asking them to deport, or talks about stricter immigration control, or the US government cutting down on research funding of several universities. It is understandable if all this has left you feeling anxious. As an international student, what should you be prepared with to tackle this uncertainty? Let's talk about that. When you land in the US, be prepared to answer a few questions by the immigration officer. When you travel on a student visa, an immigration officer generally only checks the authenticity of your passport, visa, and I-20. Of late, however, they have been asking students several questions similar to those asked by visa officers during visa interviews. Now, there is no need to panic, just stay calm and answer honestly. It is also a good idea to carry with you copies of your important financial documents, the same ones that you carried with you during your visa interview. While immigration officers at US airports don't generally ask for these documents, having them handy can save you from unnecessary stress in case you are questioned. Another aspect that you should be mindful of is customs. Of late, custom officials have stepped up their inspection and are checking not just your bags but also your electronic equipment such as your laptops, mobile phones, tablets, etc. My strong recommendation is travel light. Avoid carrying excess grocery items. Almost all Indian spices, flours, grains, lentils are easily available in the USA. While they might be a bit more expensive, but it's worth saving yourself from the trouble of going through an extensive customs check. More importantly, be careful of the data that you carry on your electronic devices. Delete any pirated softwares, unlicensed game or downloaded movies. If you are involved in academic research, avoid carrying unpublished work on your devices. Store such sensitive data securely on the cloud. You could use platforms like Google Drive or Dropbox as they are safer options. During your initial orientation, the International Students Office of your university will explain the rules and regulations that you need to follow as an international student. These are not very complicated rules and regulations. Understand them and ensure that you comply with them. Some of these include ensuring that you do not work beyond the permitted hours and definitely not without the proper work authorization. If you change your address anytime, make sure that you update it in your university's portal or USCIS, that is the immigration system, within 10 days of the change. If you travel to another country or even come home on vacations, make sure you inform the International Students Office well in advance and get your I-20 updated before you leave the USA. While on your student visa, you are supposed to carry your student ID and a copy of your I-20 document with you at all times. If you are traveling within the USA, make sure you have these documents and your passport handy with you. If you have any doubts about these rules and regulations, please do approach your university's International Students Office and seek clarification. Be mindful of what you post on social media and what kind of activities you get involved in on campus or elsewhere. Keep your social media activities related to careers and upskilling. Avoid posting your views and opinions on matters related to politics or international affairs. I would strongly recommend that you do not even like or share such posts. Similarly, do not participate in any protests or rallies held on your campus or elsewhere. The US government has made it very clear that they are going to monitor your digital footprint, and even a single post or opinion taken out of context could potentially create problems for you in the future. Recently, some students had their visas revoked and were asked to deport over minor offences such as a speeding ticket or other traffic violations. While situations like these can be highly unsettling and may seem unfair, it is a stark reminder that as an international student, you are held to very strict standards. Thus, make it a priority to obey all local laws and campus regulations, however minor they may seem. With the US government cutting down on funding to universities, in the coming years finding on-campus student jobs and research opportunities could be a little challenging. So when you plan your finances, budget for the tuition and living for the entire duration of your studies. Do not go to the US assuming that you will secure student jobs or research funding that could help you cover part of your expenses. While in the US, you should definitely try to get scholarships, research opportunities, student jobs, etc. If you get them, great. But if not, you should ensure that you do not run out of funds midway through your education. Currently, the US job market is not doing that great, and international students are struggling to secure internships and full time job offers. Additionally, with the Trump government's new tariff plans, there is growing speculation that the US economy could be heading towards a recession. If that happens, the competition for jobs is going to get even more intense. But every dark cloud has a silver lining. Let's not forget that job markets and economies are cyclic. They rise, dip, and rebound every few years. So, if you are a 2025 aspirant, it is possible that by the time you graduate, the economy would improve and securing jobs would not be as difficult as is the case today. And even in a bad job market, if you are skilled, hardworking, and proactive, opportunities would always be available. So make sure you upskill yourself, network effectively, and start your career search process well in advance. I had a video that I had posted a few weeks ago on job search strategies for international students. Please do watch that. I have posted the link of that video in the description. During your stay in the US, chances are that you would hear a lot of disturbing news about, say, visas getting revoked, or some students being asked to deport without any prior notice, or students not being able to get internships or jobs, and so on. Recently, there was also news about a proposed bill to cancel the OPT program. Now, all this can cause unnecessary anxiety, stress, and affect your mental health. Learn to stay calm and let all this not take a toll on you. One way to combat this stress is to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Eat healthy, get regular exercise, play a sport, jog, take long walks if possible, do yoga, engage in a hobby, spend time constructively with your friends, and stay in touch with your family and friends back home. As a student, divert your mental energy in learning and upskilling. Don't be bogged down by all the news that you hear. Have fun and make the most of your student life. Stay calm and keep going. With this, I'll wind up this video. I wish you the very best with your academic endeavors. If you have any questions, feel free to connect. Happy to help.